What's up, Yins? This week on Car Dad Bill, 2022 Ram 1500, but it's not just any old 1500. It is the TRX 4x4 Super Crew. And folks, the Hellcat motor is no joke. And it's in this truck, along with a lot of other goodies that are just unbelievable and awesome. And the last thing that's the best part about this is that motor. Let's go for a ride. Guys, first impressions of the TRX, and really what can you say other than this is an outrageous pickup truck? As soon as they dropped it off, I thought this thing is unreal. It's got a little bit of a lift, it's got all the additional suspension upgrades, it's got the Hellcat motor up front, it's got the wide body kit, it's got all that stuff. So as soon as you see it, you're just overwhelmed with the interior, you're overwhelmed with how big it is outside, how wide it is. It's very tight in parking spots, tight on small roads, all that stuff. But first impressions are just, what an outrageous truck. Let's get to the review. All right, Jen, standing outside. TRX, what can you say other than wow? I mean, look at this thing. Look at the proportions. Look at the wheels, how they sit out. Look how everything's wider than normal, how everything's taller than normal. Look at the stance. Look how everything sits. Then you have all these little pockets all along because it sits out farther than it should. It's got a great sounding exhaust. Bilstein adjustable active terrain. Listen to that exhaust. And look at the side. It's just a sick, huge. I love all the LED lighting that they put all the way around, and they put some underneath. Listen to that rumble. You have a little side here, a little side guy. Push out. Maybe you can push it out. Push it out like that. Pop up onto the bed. Back here, camera, rear view camera. Then your button to open up. Then up there, you have a rear view camera, which is that one, to show you what's behind you. Really sweet truck. Super aggressive, super fast over terrain, which is probably the coolest part about it. And then, what I have to say there real quick, look at those running boards. They are literally the smallest running boards I've ever seen. Look at that. You can barely get your foot. So I popped the hood, right? And you can't even really see anything. Can't really even see anything. You kind of see that supercharger up on top. Man, does that thing throw off a lot of heat. Holy moly. Look at that strut bar, or strut brace, tower brace. Pretty neat. TRX. All right, guys, inside the TRX from Ram, and a couple things about the interior. Number one, look at these seats. Sick TRX stitched seats. Look at the dash, or look at the doors, and look at the materials. Look how everything is stacked. Look how everything is high end too. I mean, it's really, really clean interior. Love all of this. Suede, carbon fiber, suede again, leather. Then you have your like fake, it's like a chrome door handle, your Harman Kardon sound system throughout. All the way up top there, you can see Harman Kardon up there as well. Back down, sick, huge screen up front. Really nice dash. Clean gauges. These are your normal, typical rotary style gauges. Then you have the digital gauge in the middle that you can toggle through with the buttons up here. So whatever it says up here, now look at that. That is legitimate 9 miles per gallon. I mean, guys, that's not very good. There's your range, and then there's your what setting you're in on the left-hand side there. Start stop button. Then there's your TRX mode. When you hit the TRX button up here on this screen, you get all of your selections. So right now I'm in automatic mode. You can go through all these 8 different modes that show you exactly what you can do. Down here is your main menu. Now these modes switch between those modes if you're not in the TRX screen. So if you're in the home screen per se, and you do this, you hit that button, it'll tell you that it's switching to snow mode, back to auto mode. So you do have dedicated buttons on both sides and on the bottom, which I really, really like. These are not buttons. These are actually on the screen. You just touch them to go through them, and they're pretty responsive, not too bad. Then here's your 4-wheel drive selections, your traction control, and your launch. Now this launch is ridiculous. It just sends you flying forward. It's awesome. Trailer hitch setting, I don't use because I don't have a trailer. And then your auxiliary stuff. So you could put things into the truck and then attach them to those buttons. You have a storage compartment down here. You have your USB, A and B, 1 and 2. Then you have wireless charging, and then you just have storage down the bottom there. You also have storage on the side here where I have my keys and the gum, and I have pens and pencils because you can store stuff on the side there, which is really nice. Then you have the TRX nameplate. Look at that. That's pretty sweet. Inside here is a large cubbyhole console, and then the back seats. Let's go back there and take a look. Opening up the back door, check out the back seat. Really huge. Plastic rubber floor mats, huge back seat. All kinds of good stuff back here. Heated and cooled seats for the rear passengers, as well as their USB plugs, their vents for their heating and cooling needs, and some additional charging, AC charging, if you need to plug. Look at this. Cool, like hooks to store stuff on. It's pretty neat. Look, you got speakers in the back, speakers in the doors. And then the bed is not really any different than a normal bed. I have it filled to the gills with hockey equipment, as you can imagine. So I actually have three hockey bags in here right now. 3 main hockey bags, goalie bag, sticks, and whatnot. So there's that. This came on it from the factory, and it's just a soft top one. That's an automatic door as well, or window. And then up top there's that camera. Let me show you what that camera does. So you can see me in the mirror right now, but that camera back there, when you flip this up, turns into the camera that shows you what's behind us. And you can change how that camera looks. You can change the height of the camera and the brightness of the camera. So, mirror, monitor. All right, guys, numbers and price, right? So TRX says 702 horsepower, supercharged V8 right here on that tag I showed you earlier. Got the Monroney. Base price $83,790. Ram 1500 TRX crew cab 4x4, flame red clear coat exterior, black interior, leather trim bucket seats, 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi V8 SRT engine, 8-speed automatic transmission. That's a big motor. 709 or 702 horsepower. What more can I say, guys? This thing is a special built truck. I mean, you get this when you want top performance, right? This is what you buy. Guys, can you see it? 12 miles to the gallon. I'm getting 9 miles to the gallon. 33-gallon tank. Oh, I almost forgot. The total price after you add your TRX stuff, which your TRX stuff is the advanced safety group, the bed utility group, the lower two-tone paint, the TRX carbon fiber package, TRX level 2 equipment, which is a $10,000 option, which gives you the heads-up display and a bunch of other cool stuff, all the way down to the Mopar hood graphics, the rock rails by Mopar, all this good stuff. $103,880. So for the mere price of $100,000 and change, you too can own a 702 horsepower Ram 1500. Let's go on the road and talk about it. Guys, I think the worst part about this truck, honestly, is the gas mileage. I think that's to be expected with a motor this size, with the kind of power that it produces, to not have the best gas mileage in the world. And I don't think you're gonna buy this truck wanting good gas mileage. You buy this truck wanting 720 horsepower, you know, crazy suspension upgrades, and just the ability to take this truck anywhere and go as fast as you want is like probably the allure for this stuff. But like 9 miles to the gallon is just not gonna cut it for a commuter car. Not that this is a commuter car, but that's my biggest drawback. So what's my favorite part of the truck? I don't know. Still kind of haven't figured that out. Even after driving it for a week, it's cool. It has a presence about it when you show up places. It's loud, right? It's loud everywhere you go, which is another drawback, I guess, because I don't like being loud everywhere. Especially when you're overtaking someone on the highway, it sounds like you're screaming at them the whole time when you're passing them, and you're not, you know, it just sounds aggressive all the time. I think my favorite thing about it, though, is the heavy-duty nature of the vehicle in general. It sits higher, it's wider, it's stronger over the bumps. It's got big, aggressive tires on it. The motor's awesome. The motor's loud. The motor's impressive. It sounds great when you start it up, all that good stuff, right? But the motor's not even the biggest thing for me. I think the entire package, having the lights where they are on the outside to make it look a little different, the wide stance, the big tires, the big rims, just the overall package, the appearance of it all, I think is my favorite thing of it. Yep. All right, guys, so when I sit down and I go over my pros and cons, right, there's not a whole lot of like differing things about this, because this is a performance truck with heavy duty parts on it, a big performance motor under the hood. It's just kind of like a niche truck. Like, you're gonna get this, I feel, and be, you know, on work sites doing things, towing stuff, and then maybe going off-roading on the weekends and want something, you know, crazy. I don't know. But my favorite 3 things about the TRX, number 1 is the TRX carbon fiber package. Talk about a beautiful package. It has accents on the steering wheel with some suede and carbon fiber on the dashboards, down by the console, on the doors. It's real, and it's just a great addition. And I love the steering wheel. It gives you a performance feel, but it's still, you know, the same steering wheel that you would need. The second thing are the active suspension parts, the active performance suspension parts, the shock absorbers. The ride is incredible because of that. You can go over bumps, you can go over dips in the road, you can go over potholes. You can go over all of those things super fast, and it doesn't get choppy, it doesn't lose itself. It's very controlled. That brings it all together to the last thing. That exterior performance package, appearance package. What the fuck does that mean, Bill? So that brings me to my last point, wrapping this video up. If I was given this truck, I would drive it across country and back, because that's kind of how I feel this truck is best suited. It's best suited in all environments. It can handle highway driving, it can handle suburban road driving, it can handle city driving, it can handle off-road fast driving, it can handle dirt roads, gravel roads, sand roads, I don't know, everything, potholes, all kinds of stuff. It's just like an all-purpose truck with a huge Hemi motor under the hood. It's just, what a package, what a week, what a crazy truck. My kids loved it, I loved it. This is Car Dad Bill this week. I will see you guys next time. Real cars, real people, real life. Thanks for watching.